how can our listeners, if they want to be great context engineers, and you've called online context engineering the high status job in AI right now. So we might have lots of listeners thinking, "Ooh, I might like to, up my pay or my value to my organization by being a great context engineer." What is the secret to being a successful context engineer?
Well, I kind of think back to more in the early software days, some of even my experience. And anytime I was writing software, there was always limits. You might have memory limits, CPU limits. If I'm working in embedded computing, you only have so many bytes to work with. Some of the past projects I was working on writing software for UAVs, like low end computers, or working in very like lossy networking environments. And so you're always thinking very deeply about what data am I shipping with my product to run on these low end computers, or what data, how do I reduce the amount of data where I might have to send over the network. So folks who kind of understand that almost like constraints breed creativity. You have to be very creative when you have these constraints. They're going to do very well. Just think about like a payload you're sending with the Mars rover. You got to send that thing off. It's going across space for 5-6 months. It shows up. Does it have everything it needs? You sure hope so. So people who kind of understand that piece and are very good at planning are going to be quite good overall in this area. A few other disciplines that make sense. A lot of people who have worked with search. So search is in effect this is what Google's been trying to do for decades now, is just taking the world's information and serving it up in these little snippets, these 10 blue links. So if you've got that background or have an interest in getting that background, you're obviously going to be able to then pull out the most relevant information from a very wide corpus. Search has sort of been, it used to be the hero, and it's still the hero. It's just more of an unsung hero in the world of AI. Part of that is retrieval. Part of that is like the recommender systems, almost like more classic machine learning. And the last, I think, area that matters for really good context engineering is understanding the outputs, evals, understanding whatever goes in. I need to then be able to verify what comes out. And somebody who's very good at tests, defining things up front, connecting it with the inputs, you're going to thrive in this field.